Hi everyone, this is Abhinav from Phone Bunch, and today we are doing the gaming review of the Micromax Canvas L A108. It comes with a 5.5-inch IPS display with a QHD resolution, Mali 400MP2 GPU. So let's start with Subway Surfers. The display performs quite well. You can also see that the touch response is quite good. The gameplay is absolutely smooth here. There are no frame rate issues, consistent frame rates throughout. There is no lag whatsoever. Subway Surfers is definitely a basic game. So we now move on to Dead Trigger 2. We will be playing this game in high settings. The Canvas L features 1 GB RAM, which does seem enough for gaming. It runs Android 4.4.2 KitKat right out of the box as well. Here you can see there is no loss of detail and the gameplay is absolutely smooth. The display too performs quite well. It supports 10 points of touch. And that's not all, the touch response from the display is actually quite accurate. Frame rates are consistent and the gameplay is smooth. You can see here too, there is no lag whatsoever. The speakerphone on the Canvas L is actually quite loud as well. It sounds clear. Now we move on to Temple Run 2. It's a fast-paced game, a basic game nevertheless. The Canvas L has an IPS display, so we do believe that the viewing angles would be wide. Here you can see the touch response is again excellent. The display does look a little bit pixelated. And you can see no distortion in brightness or colors even when the display is tilted. So you have wide viewing angles. Now we are playing Riptide GP2. And you can see that the accelerometer is not calibrated correctly on this phone. It always leans towards the left. So any game that would be using an accelerometer can't be played correctly. Now we are playing Frontline Commando, D-Day. It's sort of a third-person shooter. Here you can see that the gameplay is again quite smooth. No loss of detail. You can see the fire and smoke in the background. Again, good touch response. Consistent frame rates throughout. So what we have seen is smooth gameplay in all the games that we have tried till now. Now we'll move on to some of the heavy hitters. First of all is Real Racing 3. Again a high-end game. Here you can see all the details are captured. The car does seem a bit pixelated, and that's due to the low-res display. But that's really minute detail. You won't be bothered about that much. Gameplay you can see is absolutely smooth here. Now Real Racing 3 allows you to calibrate the accelerometer, so therefore this game is working perfectly fine. But the other games that use an accelerometer don't work that well. We showed that to you in Riptide GP2. But here gameplay is absolutely smooth and there is no lag whatsoever. Now we move on to FIFA 14. And that's a goal. Here too you can see that the gameplay is absolutely smooth even though there are so many elements in play. The touch response, as I've said earlier, is excellent. The color reproduction of the display is quite good as well. It's as close to being natural as you can get at this price point, and that's another goal. Now we are playing Nova 3. It's a first-person shooter, and you can see that there is a slight hint of lag. But that's really minute. You won't be able to notice that in everyday gaming. Gameplay is generally smooth is what we have found in all of these games. Now app data is not movable to the external SD card. so we would have to keep that in the internal storage. That's the only downside that we have found. Apart from that, all games are playable at good frame rate, and the large 5.5-inch display definitely makes gaming more immersive. Next up, we play Asphalt 8. Again, since the accelerometer is not working fine, we are using the steering wheel control. You can see here too, we are playing this game in high settings and there is no loss of detail. You can see the lens flare in the background, overbright of the sun, the details of the car. It does look a little bit jagged, but apart from that, even the gameplay is absolutely smooth here. Frame rates are consistent. There is no lag whatsoever. Now the issue with the accelerometer could be a one-off issue with our review device, but we'll get back about that later. But gameplay on the Micromax Canvas L is actually quite smooth. Throughout our gaming review, the phone remained responsive and the touch response was quick. Now we move on to Modern Combat 4. It's our last game of the review. Here too you can see quick draws, no loss of detail, absolutely smooth gameplay. You can see the smoke in the background as well. Consistent frame rates throughout. I haven't noticed any lag till now. Now the Mali 400 MP2 GPU is able to play most of these games. We have seen that in several of the phones that are available in this price segment of about Rs 10,000. At present, the competitors to the Canvas L are the Zolo Q1010i, Asus Zenfone 5 and the Canvas 2 colors, all three of which are good at gaming. But the Canvas L does come with a larger 5.5-inch display, even though the resolution is paltry compared to the rest of them. Well folks, that was a gaming review of the Micromax Canvas L. It performed good in all the games that we tried apart from the ones that require an accelerometer. It seems the accelerometer is not configured correctly, but there are no heating issues on the phone, which is always good, and app data is not movable. We'll be back with more on the Micromax Canvas L A108. Till then, you can watch the unboxing of the Micromax Canvas L as well as the gaming reviews of the Micromax Canvas 2 colors and the Zolo Q1010i. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thanks for watching and have a great day.